Hello everybody, welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Chaosgate Daemonhunters. Last time we took down the first of the 5 Reapers in an hour-and-a-half long onslaught. We were eventually successful, but my god was it a struggle. We are wounded, we have agents down, it's a whole deal. Let's see what everybody has to say about the matter. Ektar.
The halo of your Aegis is strong. Are you ready?
You seem somber. Do you sense the Reaper's lingering warp energy?
That was merely the first of 5.
No, our brothers have cast it back into the warp. You have done well, but we have little time for such self-congratulatory notions. It was merely the first of 5.
Of course, Commander.
The trials on Titan do not prepare you for a greater demon.
I remember banishing my first greater entity.
I was newly promoted, assigned to the fallen world of Iconia to support the Inquisition in handling the Tzentian demon, a feathered lord. This creature had possessed a rebel leader and had nearly driven his followers to unseat the corrupt and despicable authority that ruled the planet. What happened?
My actions were tempered by my own lack of confidence in command.
I knew what the Lord of Change is capable of, twisting the minds of all in proximity, but my actions were tempered by my own lack of confidence in command. The Inquisitors were more concerned with the success of their little rebellion than they were the safety of Iconia. They assured me they would dispense with the creature quietly once the ruling power was deposed. And did that happen?
I was called back to the planet much later to clean up the mess.
We bathed that demon in azure fire, but the costs had already been paid. 2 Inquisitors and countless innocent souls carried through a rift in the warp to some Tzentian domain. I have been serving my penance ever since. You couldn't have known.
We cannot afford to hesitate in our duty.
Come now, Commander. I knew then, as you know now, the forces of chaos are not to be trifled with. The fate of the Imperium lies balanced on the head of a pin, and one simple lapse in judgment could tip us all towards eternal damnation. We cannot afford to hesitate in our duty. The fate of the galaxies does not rest on your shoulders.
No, it rests on yours.
Shit. The Edict is a formidable weapon in the war against chaos, and while my penance for Iconia denies me a glorious death in battle, I am committed to guiding and supporting your command from within her walls. Is that why you took up this command?
Yes, though even that is not punishment enough.
It would seem, now that we must contend with this Inquisitor, eh? Throne? That catastrophe on Usira should have ended her authority, but it appears we must yet rely on her talents if we are to locate this threat. Remember, Iconia, Commander, these Inquisitors know much, but their vision can be clouded. You should not permit them to cloud your own.
Yes, if you like. I envy our brothers their place on the battlefield, Commander.
And the ship status? No, talk to Lynette.
Using the Bionetic equation, I have already analyzed all possible outcomes of this exchange. But you may proceed.
Any insight into the origin of the Prime Seed?
It is the core of a relic, corrupted long ago.
And used to spawn the smaller seeds we have seen so far. I believe the Inquisitor is correct. If we purge it of its taint, then it can be brought back to a purpose that serves the machine god. There are many on Mars that would give up their mechandrites to study these.
Proceed.
Has the Edict faced anything like the Reapers before?
We were involved in the banishment of the Buboescient princeling of Corteval 5.
And what happened?
The gaseous fuels congealed with fermenting algae, creating a vector for the Buboescient princeling to enter the materium.
My generator colleagues recommended using a pacifying agent, a foam formulated to separate the algae and unbind the demon. This would have been most efficient strategy and would have protected the Imperium's assets. However, gas with a high methane content burns fast and bright, and Ektar was in no mood for mercy when he kindled the princeling with his purifying flame.
Box exchange parameters updated. All praise to the machine god.
Right, did we get much out of that fight? Hull integrity 1 of 3. Are we prepared to repair it? 8 servitors, we have 3. We are not. We need 6 if we're going to get +1 hull integrity. +1 would be a great start. We need 6, we have 3. And Vakir?
The Baleful Edict is a large ship, Commander, and yet your presence is always here.
Because we have successfully purged a Reaper.
You sound as if you had doubts, Commander.
Perhaps next time you'll have a little more faith in those who serve as the Emperor's left hand. Follow my lead and we'll destroy the other 4 strains as well.
All right.
I find I know very little about you, Inquisitor.
Your own existence is shrouded in secrecy.
Is that not somewhat hypocritical of you, Commander? You yourself remain a closed book in our conversations. Yes, we are well trained in reserve and restraint.
You are forgiven. It is not in my nature to speak about myself.
And I am not accustomed to small talk either. Still, that our exchanges will never leave these secret halls is reassuring. Ask me what you will. Are all of the Inquisition as ruthless as you?
My mentor was stern, and so I followed his lead.
Others not so. He didn't play well with others, neither do I. So you work alone.
I call in support when needed. That's why I'm here with you after all.
It is true, though, that I rarely work with my other colleagues. Too many Inquisitors in one sector tends to end in misunderstanding and bloodshed, and few share my Thorian outlook. You mentioned being a Thorian.
Yes. The Golden Throne cannot sustain the Emperor forever.
It is only sensible to seek a means of rebirth for the Master of Mankind before he is lost to all of time.
All right. I must return to work. Nurgle toils tirelessly against us.
What are you researching at the moment? Precision bombard, okay. Well, if we go back to the star map, I need to get away from this storm, I think. If we come up to here, we're definitely not making it to there. So instead, I'm going to come south away from this storm. Warp storm active here, so I'm going to move away from that. And then we'll move down the south edge of the star system. Because boy, I need to repair our hulls. Oh goody.
Warning. Servitor reserves have reached critically low numbers. A nearby storehouse of the Adeptus Mechanicus has been notified and stockpiles allocated. However, availability may not remain secure. The coordinates have been added to our star map.
New location marked. Is that here? Or, here. I think we can make to this and then make the jump up there, by the looks of things. Enemy types detected for mission. Bloom missions. Oh, this is our prognostica bonus. Well, let's come do this, and then we will try and get up to there. I think with that much time remaining, we should be able to. Precision bombardment is ready. Research menu. Bloom excision. Target a psychic blast over area 4 to purge. Afflicted mutation. Targets lose all mutations. Right. We have 20 green seeds, so we should probably focus on that now that we don't need them for our other research. Bloom suppression 2. Prognosticars minus 10% warp surge per turn. All allies gain 100% resistance. All knights gain plus 50% crit. Can't do these. Oh, we can research Reaper Dolores, but I don't want to do that until we're ready, and I don't think we're ready. So, just research this. 5 servitors. 4 days until Krask Thule is possibly back. We're still moving to here. What's occurring? Medium level danger. Win mission without using willpower. Never gonna happen. Seek and destroy the bloom spawn. Alright. Let's see who is available for this mission. Absolutely not. So, we have a wounded Justicar. These critical wounds are not far off, but we should try and get work going with others. 4th rank Interceptor. And we have teleport abilities. Or at least a standard teleport ability. This knight's Aegis shield ability gains 3 extra armor, is lovely. Then here, we have a chaplain and a librarian. Both very interesting. What does a chaplain do? Each knight gains plus 20% resistance. Litany gains 10% resistance. Each knight has a 15% chance to gain 1 will point after using a warp charge, Cybolt, or force strike invocation of focus. I don't think this is what we need today. What about the librarian? Plus 2 willpower, smite. Choose a target within range 10 to deal 3 damage, no stun, ignore cover. 1 action point. Psychic attack. That could be fun. You have a storm bolter and a force sword and a grenade. Can we give you any of these weapons? Extra crit damage. Crit damage. +1 to stun. 4 HP damage. Knockback, 0 range. Force strike gains +1 stun. We could try and stun a bunch of stuff. Rask Rugen has this currently. Alright, what else do we have? Staves. Chance to trigger Aegis shields automatically. Auto first strike. If an enemy moves adjacent to this unit, it has a 25% chance of attacking automatically. Which doesn't seem that strong. What do we get for these? Activate to add 1 damage to this melee attack, plus 5% crit. 10% to crit. 5% to crit, plus 1 crit damage. No, I'm not sold. Let's give you a better longsword. How are you for armor? Terminator armor? We do not have the seeds for that, but we'll give you the better armor, that's fine. Frag grenade, I'm always happy with. Justicar, Interceptor, Apothecary, or Purgator?
Adantor.
I think this is fine. When an enemy is shot within the knight's weapon range, he will also shoot to deal 2 damage. So we should consider trying to use more ranged attacks. Darik's Precision is what type of weapon? Not a Storm Bolter. It's not a Psy Cannon. It's a Silencer. Alright, take that one. You have no... Oh, you do have a frag grenade. Okay. I was about to say, you have no extra gear. Alright, I guess this is the squad, and we're going to take the librarian out. Stratagems. Gate of Infinity, always. No prognosticar for heal. Target a blast over area 4 to deal 6 damage with knockback. I want to give it a try. Especially with knockback, if we can push something off a cliff or otherwise somewhere helpful and friendly, I'll be grateful for it. And we're off. What do we have in store this time?
I recognize this place. Abraxius. A showcase for the worst the Ministorum has on offer. It was not long ago I executed the governor and his entire staff for heresy.
And yet the bloom has found the means to insinuate itself and fester. We must destroy its source below.
Seek and destroy the bloom spawn. One there. And one down there. I guess I'm going to start with the higher one. And so, I think we're going to take our interceptor here. Move them. How far can we move them? Up to here. Assuming we don't get into a fight immediately with what we see climbing up on this thing. Nope. I didn't leave them any AP. Didn't think about that bit. However, we can give them some AP.
Seek and destroy, brother.
So we are now going to teleport to here.
In an instant. Chaos stirs within the shadows.
We see the enemies over there, and then with the rest of the party still all the way back here, we can imminently take the Gate of Infinity up to a location we can see. I would say about here. Hello.
The unfaithful are here. Ready yourselves. Behold, of Nurgle.
Are they going to scatter? Very much. Reinforcements from the back.
Prepare to engage.
Initiative from the front. We have all of our AP because we didn't teleport during initiative. Now, Smite is a single target. We all have grenades. There are not many creatures here. And so, what I think I want to do is... Where is our gunman?
As ordered.
Start with that. That's pretty good going, I would say.
Yes, Commander. We have arrived.
What are they doing? Right. We can always throw grenades. We also have a precision bombard. Target a blast over area 4 to deal 6 damage. How much HP does everybody have here? You would go down to 8, down to 13, down to 2. So you would die. Let's focus then on the ones with the higher HP. There's a smite. What else do we have? Crushing Charge has knockback. I don't want to get myself into melee range if we're going to use the Orbital Bombard. But what I could do, perhaps, is... God, this area of effects is massive. Put the area of effect on this side of them and shunt them towards us. So, let's try that. Alright. Minimal knockback. So now we have a choice of grenades or no.
At your service.
The Librarian has smited once. We can now come in and attack. Attack again. We have 3 AP still.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
Do we
Death is
need
our
to
creed.
deal with anything else here? Is this backup still going to come? Looks like it might. Let's get this Bloom Spawn Spore dealt with.
Moving swiftly.
We get 1 willpower back from it, as well as the seed. Defend the Bloom Spawn is their action coming. 1 Bloom Spawn is already destroyed. What is this? You have 1 action left. Everyone else is spent. In that case, we're going to put an Overwatch here in case they run out towards us.
At once, Commander.
Damn. I thought that was going to happen.
Blessings from the Grandfather.
I didn't see them specifically use a respawn thing before the encounter, though. It is what it is. Man, how heavy must that bell be?
Can't see me.
Seems inefficient. Okay, let's deal with this situation then. God, that's so much more health. My God. What does shooting these cranes do? Oh, wow. Not helpful, but very interesting. You have so much HP and I hate it.
Gracias.
Why are you so tanky? This unit gains +4 stun HP. Ranged attacks, blah blah blah. Psychic spread. Immune to afflictions plague. Cloud of flies. You're just kind of chunky, I guess. There's no fun, obviously.
Your orders.
You need to reload, right? For sure. I want these guys to come past this explosive. I'm going to put myself... Yeah.
Affirmative.
And go Aegis Shield.
Wards activated.
Then the rest of us, I think we're just going to kind of wail on this guy here. We're weakened, so our melee attacks are less than good.
The Emperor lights our path. Vengeance! We come with gloom.
That might be him using a respawn thing. I'm not certain. And here I thought this encounter was going so smoothly. Still, that's a good amount of damage.
For Titan.
Gonna go. Oh! Love it.
The enemy is wounded. I must sanctify my rounds.
You can get here, or we can get here and have 2 AP left.
With alacrity.
This kills you. Now, do you have a respawn thing?
To the Knights of Titan.
I don't see one. There is no cover here at all. That's full cover. I guess we'll take that.
It will be done.
We're plagued. They're up.
Settle and listen.
And I think that's we can't use willpower.
Die! Die! Die!
Ah!
It bleeds! It bleeds!
Stand right next to the box. Yes. Drained. Seems not fun. Warp Surge. Not fun. All enemy attacks gain armor pierce for the next 3 turns. Lovely. Okay then. There's 3 of them exactly. I want to fire on them
Praise the Emperor.
first, then explode them after.
We bring
Great teamwork. They're going to die to this explosion, I assume. Let me check what silenced is. Can't use psychic abilities. Yes, that's all our stuff that uses WP. Okay.
Adantor.
I think then... First time for a grenade here. Which will also blow up the thing in the center. That gets everybody.
Aye, sir.
Grenade out. Two deaths and
I am the
half
Lord
health
of
down here
Xyphos.
is great. We can't attack over there.
Here.
The rest of us basically are forced... I mean, from here,
Moving now.
we can make that shot, which is impressive.
This one will.
2 HP remaining. Can anybody else make that shot? Great.
I am his will. This
Right.
battle is ended.
Initiative is over. Everyone has reloaded. I don't see any more seeds to be getting immediately. So we need to figure out what orientation we're in to get to the next bloom spawn. This direction. I'm glad I checked. I could have easily started walking in the wrong direction. And entropic penetration is still working for a while, so we can't do some of our teleportation abilities and such, but that's fine. We want to work in a reasonably diagonal direction. So let's move to here.
Yes, sir.
Any random patrols? so far seems to be a no. I'll leave you on 1 AP
Yes, Commander.
while we fetch others further back. And
My blade is ever ready.
number 4 is not got psychic problems,
Taking position.
but our abilities are not in teleportation or anything, so... Last one for us in movement gets us to this door. I assume that's a door. It's not a door, it's a dead end. I feel silly. I thought I could bust through the other side of that.
Affirmative.
I guess if it's a shipping container, that makes some amount of sense.
Standing ready.
I would like to take a short rest and get some HP back, but that's the wrong game. There's number 4. Any signs of life behind this door? No. We're going to be approaching from this balcony, which seems pretty good.
Chaos stirs within the shadows.
There's the support we didn't want to see. We could cut through here. It does kind of keep us slightly further away from them. We have 1 HP left here. And by HP, I mean action point. Plagued is chipping us down. There's somebody on the other side of this door. I hate it. Right, bust through here. There's no one here. That is lovely. Get the people furthest back, moving forwards.
Taking position.
There is a seed over here.
Your command?
If I could teleport to it, I would. However, I cannot.
I am here to serve.
Right, if we go through now, I guess we would start initiative and everyone would get 3 action points back again, wouldn't they?
At your service.
So I should spend as many action points as I can,
Rugen.
Your command.
getting as close as possible first. It's not far from going back through this door to being over the other side, is it?
Rules.
Right, here we go.
Moving now.
3 grenades in tow. Initiative not called. Okay, I'm fine with this. This looks very explosive and I don't like it. Do we want to be getting down this staircase? Probably. How far away is that? There? Over there? Wasn't there another patrol? No? That's fine then. Because whilst we can shoot, our range is not infinite, and we will want to get in melee range eventually.
We heard you coming.
Oh, really?
What wonderful echoes.
Okay. I cannot make that throw with a grenade. We all have 3 AP. That's a lot of explosives. That's a person. There's more people under there. The round will end as soon as guy in the center has fallen. This guy. Honestly, how do I not have line of sight around this corner if I want it? Is it just a distance problem? Well, I can hit this guy. Or this guy. Actually, that seems pretty good. This guy's got 9 armor. That's rough. I want this one here in the radius as well, if it can be helped. It can.
Back, fiend. Foe wounded.
Right, let's get everybody else
Yes, Commander.
moving in.
Yes.
If we have line of sight down, we should utilize it a lot.
Aye, sir.
Is this statue one I can shoot down? It absolutely is. And this is going to happen to great effect.
Purge.
Love it. That one guy in the center
Emperor's fury.
only has a few HP left.
Advancing.
From here, we have 1 AP.
I am here to serve.
What
So
is your will?
it's smite or grenade, basically. Except, as ever, my line of sights are terrible. That is not bad. If I smite, I can't smite you directly. I don't have the line of sight for that. So grenade it will be.
Firing now.
And for teleporting, if I move to here with 2 AP left, my teleportation options are minimal. So instead, let's come to here.
In an instant.
Hope that nobody throws a grenade up at me, because that would end terribly. And we can continue to pelt these guys. Then a few good shots on, and the encounter should be over.
Advancing. An unending cacophony. Silence.
Good miss.
Life.
You will bleed! Fall, monster!
Fine. This is fine. I don't know what that is. Probably healing or something. 3 turns until ritual. We don't care about the ritual, because we're not going to let them have 3 turns. The portal probably needs to pop some people out.
Die, abomination!
That's unideal.
Apothecary.
Yeah, let's not be around for that all to happen.
They come to their doom.
I do like his big stick. Oh, that is an explosion waiting to happen, isn't it? Okay. You guys are pinned down.
Standing ready. I am here to praise the Emperor.
You are not. I kind of just want to shoot this for fun. Let's just check I have what I need over here, shall we? Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. So, in the suggestion of XP and whatnot, let's do this. Because that was fun.
So to the unworthy.
And let's get this bloom spawn spore while we're in the neighborhood. Might be worth a seed to us as well. It is. And then over here.
The Emperor. With alacrity.
Big Warhammer smash.
Excellent work, Commander. Withdraw your forces. Our initiates can tend to the leftover filth.
Glory to Zyphos.
Excellent stuff. So happy to have a relatively simple mission after the hell we went through last time. Give me those sweet, sweet XP. You imagine the librarian must level up because they're level 1 or level 2. Seeds. A rank 4 apothecary. I don't think our barracks can take anything more. An immaculate deed psi cannon, a demon hammer with knockback and stun. Extra armor, extra war gear slot will be great once we can afford the upgrades. Psych out grenade. Target a blast area at range 10 over area 2 to deal 0 damage, afflict silenced. I might use psychic abilities. I don't know when I'm going to use it, but it seems good enough to bring along. You only got 30 XP from that whole thing. Well, we've got more, and we know that we want to tech into more... +3 armor on Aegis Shield, but this is a psi ability. Upgrade swap allies. You can choose to swap with knight's current position with another knight within range. More willpower. This ability gains 5 range. What I really want is teleport strike. That's the really good one. So we'll tech up there. And Justicar to 7 or 6? We've already got all of this. Where do we even go now? More armor, more armor. Warp charge armor. Fortress. Target a knight at any range to transfer all of this knight's armor for 1 turn. Interesting. Crit damage, willpower, warp charge. Activate activate to give the ability effect bleed. Target suffers 3 damage at the end of turn. Damage reduced by 1 point per turn. Ruthless precision. Rend the unclean. Strike at targets within blast area 2. Deal 4 damage. I don't even know what I want right now. Just 2 more points of armor does seem quite good, because armor refreshes every turn. It also seems kind of plain. Hammerhead gains +1 crit damage and 2 max willpower. Yeah, let's do that, because we can get more Honor the Chapter charges and stuff. Couple of wounded. But things are okay. We're about to get back a bunch of critically wounded people. I don't know if we've made upgrades that they will have... No, we haven't got enhancements for augments unlocked yet, which is what would be really cool. But we still need to work on our hull. Now, coming to here should give us a bunch more servitors. But that is going to have to be a story for next time. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations, put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.